Hello everyone and welcome to Indie Voice. Today is a awesome day for several reasons. For the fact that Capcom has brought back their Blue Bomber alive from the dead. Yes, I mean he has been on Super Smash Bros., but he has not had a brand new game to himself for a long time. And I'm glad Capcom decided to bring him back from the dead. Which, I mean, besides the remaster collections they keep spamming out every year, which is, I'm not complaining, but Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2, and then you have Mega Man X Collection 1 and 2, which is not all bad. But anyway, let's start the review on Mega Man 11. Now, the story begins where a history between Light and Wily, or Wiwi, as they said in Mega Man 8, they both had two different types of projects. One with Dr. Light wanting to have robots help with humanity, become friends, a world run with humans and robots as equals, while Dr. Wiwi created the double gear system, which allowed robots to push past their limits, giving them superhero-like abilities and powers. The committee found that Dr. Light's project seemed more valuable, while Dr. Wiwi's projects seem a little bit dangerous for the fact that you're allowing robots to push past their limits, and we have no idea what could happen. They can overheat, they can explode, they can go evil. There's a lot of things that could happen with giving robots that type of power. No offense to them, but that seems kind of a grave mistake. Brings us back to the present, where Dr. Wiwi finishes his double gear system and coming back at Dr. Light with a vengeance, putting them on his new robot army, giving them all the double gear power, while Mega Man with Dr. Light's prototype double gear system goes out to fight them also. My view is, this game is really good. This game is something that I'm glad they decided to come back with. This is something that Mega Man needed to have. Something different than all of his past games that he used to have before. Now with the double gear system, which gives him the powers and abilities of speed, power, or the green gear, which combines both, gives him a big boost against big time enemies and a lot of mid bosses and things that he'll have to deal with along the way. Very welcoming thing that Capcom decided to bring back something like this, or a mechanic that's something different for Mega Man to power up with. And besides all the past games that he's just going straight Mega Buster, not many upgrades, power-ups, or things like that, but this is something where you need to even out how much speed you want to use and how much power you want to use with his systems and make sure he doesn't overheat. Now, the features that this game does give is the score attack mode, which is defeat enemies to gain points, time attack, which you keep your eye on your time and complete the level as fast as you can, jump saver, which is showing you how many jumps that you have to use throughout this level. You cannot overuse them, otherwise you fail. And then there's balloon rush, where you have to make sure to attack the blue balloons, not the red balloons. You do that, you lose. Now, they have added the feature from Mega Man 8, which is where you have Dr. Light's lab to use for upgrades and to power up Mega Man's abilities to help him throughout the game. Rush, which has his upgradable abilities such as jumping across with his body with using his spring, coil jumps, and his jetpack, which you glide right across certain type of obstacles. There's a lot of stuff that this game has definitely given and something to definitely experience. There are some difficulty settings which helps the new players that are experiencing this game, which are called the newcomer mode, which there are no instant deaths, aka accidentally falling on a spike or falling into a hole, or if instant death areas, Birdie will just instantly grab you and pull you back up from it. Now the pros is, it's a new Mega Man game. Double gear system is very unique. This game is very challenging, brings back old memories of past Mega Man games. The cons. Now, the double gear system, it does have a bit of a setback if not used correctly, because it can easily screw you over. There are many spikes placed within the level that it makes it more frustrating, and the level seems a lot longer than usual, which is kind of a bit of a downer because you expect them to be at least a normal length. This is a decent return of a Mega Man game by Capcom, and since they haven't created any new games for him for like the longest time besides their remastered marathons, Mega Man 11 has reached my expectations of a good game besides dying a lot and suddenly addition of spikes everywhere. All in all, thank you Capcom for bringing the Blue Bomber back to life once more. Mega Man 11 gets an excellent rating of a 7.5 out of 10. It's also available for Steam, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Thank you for listening. Keep playing awesome games. Keep being awesome people.